Don't stick your dick in crazy.
I'm not sticking my dick in crazy.
Welcome to the G.N.A podcast, Games, Nerds, and Alcohol, where you have a shadow fox way too close to you and a tongue literally in your ear. Like, literally.
Hi,
Not
everybody.
joking. Like, in your ear. How you doing, Zyber? Hey, Zyber's here too, by the way. How you doing, Zyber? Like, I already know how he's doing. He was just licking my face.
I am tired. I might pull a OG totes and pass out during the show.
Nice. Dude, I'm telling you, if you rub my leg like that, you're going to have to follow through. Just saying.
I mean, I might at this point.
Them's the rules. Them's are the rules. Can't hide behind a pillow this time.
And we got Damok joining us tonight. Damok, how you feeling, man?
Oh man, I'm still alive. So yeah, another day looking down at the flowers. Beautiful day.
You got the hat. You got the hat here there too. I like it. I love it. Sexy.
Yeah, dude. Like I telework, but I don't actually have a job, so I don't even know. It's kind of weird. They're paying me to sit here in a limbo spot, and I don't understand how. But yeah, whatever, dude. So I don't do anything. I've grown the shitty ass beard, and I got the shitty ass haircut, and I still shower though. Like I'm not fucking all nasty.
Sure, I'll believe you. And I see God there in the background. I know he's not going to say much, but I see him.
We had one of them show up at the site today. Their computer died, and they showed up in literally like slippers, grungy pajamas, and matted hair.
And Crocs. Really?
I wear sweatpants now. I switched off of jeans. I wear sweatpants and Crocs everywhere. It's the most amazing experience of my whole life.
He's been telling me just to sit in my office and like watch Pornhub while wearing Crocs. Then that explains the Crocs thing.
Well, we're joined tonight.
Deadpool said it best.
We're joined tonight by a brand new person who I have no clue why they actually accepted to be on the show, but they did. I'm guessing that they've been drinking. We're being joined by Erin Da Destroyer. Erin, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling just dandy. I, too, have a shitty haircut, and I'm trying to grow a shitty beard, but I haven't had a lot of success with that so far. So we'll see how that goes.
You know what? I have faith in you. I have faith that you will pull it off. I want to be along for this ride.
Thank you. It's been a couple weeks, but there's not a lot going on yet.
Yeah, you got to take more of those hormone pills, or at least, lay off soy products.
Oh, okay. That might be the problem. I'm not taking enough pills.
Well, first segment of the show, what is everybody drinking? That's where we just go round table and talk about what we're drinking. You can go as deep into it as you want or as light into it as you want. I usually get a little bit more descriptive. You don't have to, so do not feel pressured.
You can't pass anymore, though.
No, you can't pass anymore. You have to say you're drinking something.
That's 100% my fault. I did that once.
Yeah, you can't pass. That's not a thing anymore. You could say you're not drinking, but you can't pass.
Pass.
So, Zyber, what are you drinking tonight, man?
Well, I'm hitting the Coke tonight. Not the powder, but the drink.
Oh,
I'm
totally powder.
I see the powder. It's right off your nose, man.
That's from the jelly donut.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Damok? What are you drinking tonight, man?
Bunratty mead. And I went to pour some in my ale horn, and it took half the bottle, and it didn't even fill it all the way up, so I had to stop. So I'm drinking half a bottle of mead tonight. I'm totally fucked. Erin, I'm sorry.
Is that the mead from what's his face from Medieval Times?
That is the mead
the greatest
from Medieval
birthday
Times.
ever.
Right? I got 6 bottles of it, and I was like, oh my god, it's going to be so expensive. You know, because when we bought it at Medieval Times, it was almost $25 a bottle, and I bought how many bottles? Too many?
I don't remember.
It's only $16 at Total Wine here.
What?
It's $16 a bottle, so I bought 6 bottles, and I was going to ship it, but I can't ship it to Zyber, because it's not worth the shipping. It will cost me more to ship it to him than to fucking buy it. So he can go to Total Wine and buy it himself, and I'll pay for it.
Next time I go up to New York, I'm dragging that shit with me.
What Total Wine? We don't have Total Wine.
No, he doesn't.
Hey, well, it's in Jersey because we went to Total Wine in Jersey, so drive your ass down to Jersey. Shit.
Ew, Jersey?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, Jersey.
Uh.
What about you, Aaron?
I like Jersey.
Oh my god, is he defective?
I think,
wrong.
I think he may have broken.
Oh my god,
It's the
Damok. Oh.
It's all that religious work he's doing.
It is. He is with a religious company now. That's got to be it. They're infecting his brain again. You know what? We knew this day was going to happen, but we prepared for it. Has everybody got the crosses and the exorcisms?
I didn't know I was supposed to have one ready for the podcast.
I just have a really big pair of tweezers.
No excuses, Aaron. You should be prepared for a zombie apocalypse at all moments.
Yo, okay, I didn't have the cross for an apocalypse though. I have all kinds of stuff ready for zombies, but I didn't know that crosses would be required.
You can make a cross with 2 sticks. It's not even that hard.
Yeah, but I don't
sword
I don't
fight?
have it
Yeah,
with
sword
me
fight.
now.
So we can demonstrate this right here.
I could make one, but I'm just saying, like, if I don't have one on hand at the moment, like, there'd be some setup involved in this.
Okay, well,
So you're like Batman. You need prep time.
mm-hmm.
Yes, I wasn't prepared. I specifically asked what I would need for today, and nobody mentioned anything about crosses.
So for demons, she's gonna need some foreplay, is what I'm hearing, and she needs to be warmed up. She's not ready to go.
God.
Dude, we can't lose
Welcome
somebody
back to the dating pool, Shadow. It's been a while, brother.
Oh, man. Well, Aaron, what are you drinking?
I am drinking Guinness Extra Stout today. It's 5.6%, and it's 11.2 fluid ounces, and this one's currently empty, so I'm going to need another one.
Well, crack that whip to the corner, man.
Right? Well, what about you? What about you, Shadow Fox? What are you drinking?
Okay, so I actually forgot what I was drinking because I'm actually coming off a buzz right now.
What are you drinking right now?
Oh, it's a monster, whatever, mango loco. But what was I drinking?
Alabast White.
Oh yeah,
Allagash White.
Allagash White. He sent me to the store to get a 6-pack, and because I don't ever drink, I had no idea what to get. So I got this, which is Allagash White. Apparently, it's a Belgian style wheat beer. I don't know. It was delicious when I was eating that pizza.
Yeah, it's actually super smooth.
And it's like 5-something%. I don't know, but I drank 2 of them, and that's all it takes anymore.
I'm working his
2?
tolerance up there. Yeah, I'm working his tolerance up there.
I don't really drink. I'm on some medications and stuff.
Okay, so there's mitigating circumstances, because I was like, I'm little and I can drink too. What the fuck?
But you're not ready for demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're little, you can drink a bunch, but you're not ready for demons.
I'm ready for demons. I just took a couple rails of some
Cocaine.
Indigo Sherbet Crush, so I might definitely pass out.
I haven't taken anything. I've just been drinking so far.
Well, ditto. That's all I have. All I've had so far is cough syrup, and I've had some of the Allagash White. I had a couple of those, and I switched over to Guinness because I really just wanted something nice and easy and smooth. Guinness is it's really nice. Like it's a stout, and it's got that kind of like burnt chocolatey flavor there, but it's not like some stouts that are just super in your face. It's a very smooth and creamy drink versus, you know, like Worldwide Stout. Worldwide Stout hits like a freight train, and it tastes fantastic, but it's got that very deep stout flavor versus like Guinness, which has a stout flavor, but it's a much more creamy stout flavor.
See, I disagree there. If we're talking about Guinness, I think that Guinness is exceedingly watery, but I drink big Russian imperial stouts, and I want a fucking meal in my bottle. But when I drink Guinness, it's like, oh, that's done. Shit,
Yeah.
I need another one now. And like,
Yeah, no.
but it goes down. Watery is the wrong term, but I can drink it like water. It's not as thick and creamy as like Blue Mountain's Dark Hollow or something like that.
No. So it's not. It's like a lot of people think Guinness is very thick and heavy, but it really isn't. Like it's got a creamy texture to it, but it's not like a heavy like sit in your gut creamy. It's just got a very creamy texture, just a very smooth. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. More of a smooth texture to it. But yeah, I agree completely. I can drink these things like water because they're what the hell are they? They're not heavy ABV at all.
No,
I
they're
don't know if it's
5.6 to I think 5.2, depending if it's extra stout or.
Are they that much?
Yeah.
Okay, apparently you can't read.
No, I can't. I was elected to lead.
See,
not to
Erin's got it
read.
held up right there, and yeah, hers is 5.6, I believe. Yeah, 5.6, and she said 5.6.
Oh, wow.
That's the extra stout. It's 5.2, I think, for the regular one. It's not a massive jump in difference. But Erin, I saw that you were out of a beer, and then you muted your microphone, and I saw your lips moving. So that means somebody else is there with you. So you need to drink more with Cecil, and he ends up getting you a bell. Okay? So you ring the bell, and somebody in your household just gets beer, and this bitch is a loud-ass cowbell, and
That's beautiful.
yeah, no one else in the house likes it but me.
No one needs to. It's not for them. They didn't earn it.
Oh,
I
True
love it.
story.
I love it. I didn't know I needed that.
If I'm assuming correctly, because of some things that were mentioned, she's in the same area that I am, and someone would probably go into a field next door and just grab one off the animal.
yeah, but it's nowhere near as cool when you get this big white cowbell that says "Bring me a beer." Like, that's pretty boss right there.
You know Damok's going to be found dead with that lodged in his skull one day, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I'm gonna show up one day and there's gonna be Selkie, and I'm just gonna walk in and be like, "Hey, is Damok around?" And I'm literally like, Selkie's just gonna be he's in the computer room, and I'm gonna walk in. He's just gonna be like in the friggin' thing, a cowbell lodged in his head.
Yeah, then she's going to walk up to you, hand you a shovel, and say, take care of your shit.
No, I'm just gonna back out slowly. Like she's gonna be so calm.
She'll be like, "Oh no, he went to Hawaii."
Yeah.
She's gonna see, she's already got it. Just straight to Hawaii, then your relationship problems are done.
Nailed it.
Exactly. It's gonna just be over. But yeah, no, I mean, this is literally like my man cave office, and I need a cowbell for alcohol. It is what I'm missing.
I have a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Exactly.
Yeah, Hawaii, I guess, is going to be the new code term.
Yeah, that's going to be the new code term. Well, next segment of the show is State of Games. State of Games is where we talk about what we've been playing for the past week, or we pontificate on how we just feel gaming is today. So why don't we reverse that order? Shadow Fox, what's your State of Games?
All right, so I can actually talk about something new from last time, amazingly. Damok, you better shut the hell up, because if you don't tell me that you've been playing that Wii U that I dropped off for you this week, I'm gonna come up there and beat the shit out of you with the cowbell.
Come on up, brother. Come on up, because I fixed that exercise machine, so fuck you.
I left halfway disassembled. But again, I have been playing the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remake, specifically the Brilliant Diamond, and the internet apparently hated a few things about it, but I didn't hate it. They're like the weird mix, but honestly, like, it is the closest to what the original games have felt in a long time. It's a lot less linear than like the new stuff. There's still some hand holding, and there's some weird like affection mechanics that they got going on. It's really weird where you get stat bonuses and crap. But honestly, it's a faithful remake, and I've enjoyed it. And it's I think it's combined the best of the top down world with the 3D battle sequence. Don't get me wrong, the series still needs to move in a new direction. I hope that what they're coming out with, what is it, like next
Argus.
week at this rate? I don't know, when's the release date on that?
Yeah,
Do you know?
Argus is coming out the 28th, the day before my birthday.
Oh, okay. So it looks like they're trying for a new direction. I'm happy for them. Hopefully this doesn't turn into another Cyberpunk 2077 thing.
Very nice. How about you, Aaron? What's your state of games?
Oh god, well, I've been playing Rust because I hate myself. So basically it's just been like a never-ending cycle of being, running through fields naked with a rock. And then when you finally start to think like, oh, I'm safe, I have some spears in a house, then somebody kills you from a helicopter or has night vision goggles and blows up your shit for no reason. So that's that's what I've been dealing with because I play it solo. So it's just me hiding in the forest somewhere.
Yeah, Rust equals grief.
Okay, so I'm going to correct this right now. We don't play Rust. There's a G.N.A 7 Days to Die server. And you should jump on that because, yes, there's PvP in it. However, everybody is relatively decent-ish fucking human beings.
Instead of that, except for that one dark douchebag.
Yeah, so just stay away from what those Dark Hunters, the good one, Dark Spies, the bad one. I get them mixed up and shoot everybody on sight. I don't give a fuck. I feel bad. I apologize to Dark Hunter, but I don't camp his corpse or anything like that. So he's good, and I don't steal his shit. But yeah, Dark Spy, just be careful of him. Come play 7 Days to Die because that's all that I have been playing entirely, without fail, all day. Because I sit at home and get paid to sit here, and I don't know what I'm doing. But yes.
Why do I sound less depressed than you right now?
I mean, you at least get out of the house.
Work. True. I visited him on Monday.
So I'm saying you get out of the house. You visited him. He didn't go anywhere.
Well, no fairness. I had to go up there anyway for reasons.
What about you, Zyber? What's your state of games there, man?
Well, my state of games have been quite all over the place because I really don't have time. It's been pop in, pop out as quick as possible. Sounds like my love life, but it's my gaming life too. I hopped into a little bit of 7 days yesterday. I've been playing the same games as Shadow.
Don't stick your dick in crazy.
I'm not sticking my dick in crazy.
Okay,
I'm just texting crazy.
Hold on. No, we're going to have a different conversation if he's trying to stick his dick in crazy.
I'm not sticking my dick in crazy.
She's gone now. Okay? But Zyber, you're playing the Pokemon game that Shadow's playing.
Yes.
How is your take on it? Because I'm curious. He says it's true to the original, and you disagreed looking like it.
No. It is, but the only thing I don't like is the top world chibi style characters. But once you go into a battle, it's all the same. I mean, that's the only issue, and people didn't like that cutesy chibi style.
Now,
but it's fine. It's like a solid remake of the game.
Okay, now is this on Switch, on mobile, on PC?
Switch.
Okay. I need to play a Pokemon game, but I've never played one aside from Pokemon Go, and everybody says they're fucking great, so...
It's a solid game. It's very well done.
I enjoyed Pokemon Diamond on DS. I mean, it was really a fantastic game.
Other than that, let's see. I've been playing Detroit Being Human because it's simple. It's click. I don't have to really think much.
How do you like the story?
Click on the buttons. Huh?
How do you like the story in it?
So far, the direction that I'm going is really frickin' dark. And, there are parts that got me in the feels.
Right.
I mean, it's still a relatively current game, so I don't want to ruin anything. So, going to be a little vague.
I haven't played it yet. I have it, but I haven't played it yet.
So, do ruin it?
Yeah. Tell me. Well, how's it end?
Oh, no, I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not going to say shit.
It ends the same way I do.
Yeah, it is. I like it. I like how it goes. I'm going to probably do the same thing with Mana Medea and Little Hope. I'm going to play it again, see what happens.
Oh, dude, I love the Dark Pictures anthology. Like I love Supermassive Games. First off, because of Until Dawn. Until Dawn nailed like all the things I loved. It got that isolation. It got that like freezing cold isolation. Like I loved out of the thing. It had that horror movie aspect to it. It had just enough challenge to make it interesting, but not enough to make it like, oh crap, I can't progress in the storyline. And it also made it so that your decisions actually had an effect on how the storyline went, which I love those type of interactions.
That was the game you played on the Extra Life stream, right?
That was one of them, yeah.
Okay. Yet my game that I played had more horror in it than yours when my character permanently died.
But yeah, that's pretty much all my steady games.
Nice. Erin, it looked like you had something to say there when I said Until Dawn.
Oh, no, it's just fantastic. I love, like, scare. Well, I have a love-hate relationship with scary games, and Until Dawn was one of those where I was like, oh, I like it, but I'm just extremely jumpy, so it was just constantly just doing one of, like, these.
Dude, so, when they did the reveal on the monster, like, how did you take that?
I didn't see it coming, so I was like, I don't want to get too much into anything, but I was super surprised by it. Like, I didn't see it at all, so I was like, oh shit, like, what the fuck? Type of deal. Yeah. It was incredible. I love that game. It's fantastic. It's creepy as hell, though.
That's the same way, like, I felt with Man of Medea when you actually figured out what was going on.
Right? When they do the twist, like, dude, the Supermassive games, like the Dark Pictures anthologies, they are like, they have you guessing and like, what the hell is actually going on the entire time? And then when they do the big twist and reveal, you're like, holy shit. Like, dude, Little Hope. Come on. That twist at the end of Little Hope fucked you up. You're like, no fucking way.
It seriously did. I was not expecting that whatsoever.
Right? Like, I played through that game and I'm sitting there going like, I know this. I know what's going on. I know this. It got to that twist and I'm like, I gotta go play that again and I gotta pay attention this time because I missed something important. Well, my state of games is actually, I've been all over the friggin' place. I've been playing 7 Days to Die because I got the server up and running. I've been playing Destiny 2 because the new expansion's coming out shortly. I think in like a month. Yeah.
Does it come out in February? So I know that the light level goes up tomorrow, and I'm interested in playing then because then I don't have to fucking grind for weeks at a time. But
does the light level go up tomorrow?
Yeah, they said that. Well, okay. Moon's a fucking liar. So Moon has lied to me about several things in Destiny 2. He's like, hey, Damok, get in and you get this magnificent gun. So I logged into that shitty-ass game, and it wasn't even the right gun. And then he's been telling me that tomorrow, the 22nd, is when everybody goes to 1350, and I was like, sweet, I'll go to 1350 because I'm only 12-something now, 1220, 1230-ish. I was like, dude, if I'll just take the jump to 1350, fuck it, let's have some fun. I'll play the game again. But yeah, I don't actually know. He's a liar.
I was gonna say, if it jumps to 1350 tomorrow, like, yes, you can raid on the current raid time because the expansion doesn't come out until February 22nd or something like that. Oh, but I did not hear anything about us going to 1350 tomorrow. But man, you know what?
Yeah, hey, if it jumps to 1350 tomorrow, then I say let's do a raid at some point.
Dude, I'm down. I'm fucking down. But I've been playing Destiny 2. I've been playing 7 Days to Die. I have been playing a bunch of Graveyard Keeper because that game is just stupid fun and I love it. And if you like Stardew Valley and you just want to take Stardew Valley and take bodies and chop them up and sell them to the local inn for meat, if you prefer games like that instead, but you still kind of want Stardew Valley, Graveyard Keeper's the game. Also, I've been playing, actually last week I did a bonus episode.
Slightly interrupt. Graveyard Keeper. I love the fact that you can harvest fat to make your candles. Yes, and you can harvest brain to make life essence, and you can harvest the skin to make paper. It's great.
Have you played the expansions to Graveyard Keeper? Because it's phenomenal across the board. It's a great fucking game.
They really are. It's just that like every time they release an expansion, I buy it. I buy it on PC. I buy it on Switch. I buy it wherever I can because you know what? I want to give these people money.
Yeah, like, I mean that's me in RimWorld, man. Ludon Studios just. But today At 7:13, Moonfat said, Cecil, everyone's light level is going to get bumped to 1350. And I asked when, immediately after, and he said February 22nd. So I'm a liar. I was thinking tomorrow's the 22nd, and I was really fucking excited so that I could just jump into raids. But apparently I can't fucking read properly because, yes. But that's...
This is the Mark 18 conversation all over again, where he was trying to tell me I'm wrong on something I own.
Yes, you were wrong, and I fucking
it kind of makes me think of a millimeters, 750 millimeters conversation when he meant milliliters.
How drunk was I, though? Like, I don't understand this.
You weren't half a bottle of mead drunk. You were like half a bottle of vodka drunk.
Oh, dude, that's
So like what I
fucking...
was like an hour ago.
Dude, that bottle of that beluga...
Dude, you were 2 beers drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 2 beers is like a 12 to you.
Yeah, but 2 beers to you is half a bottle of vodka to me. Like, you're fucked, dude. You were drunk as shit, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was drunk as I was an hour ago.
Exactly. Shadow doesn't drink.
And I was making terrible decisions
Ever.
an hour ago.
I'm surprised that Cecil got him to fucking drink. He's known for eating Doritos and drinking nothing but Mountain Dew.
True dat.
That's accurate.
I was drunk texting other people.
Bad, Shadow. Bad.
So, the only other game I've been playing is I've been playing some Subnautica because I picked that up for super duper cheap. I got it for like $2. I got it for $2 and I got the expansion for $3. I don't know if it's an expansion or is another game. What's below zero? Is that an expansion of the game or is that
it's
another
a
game?
standalone expansion, so you can play it. You don't have to own or understand the original Subnautica story. Depending on who you are and which side of the fence you're on, it was great because it added shit, and it was shitty because they could have actually made it a big DLC package and expanded, but standalone.
Yeah. Okay. So I've been playing a bunch of Subnautica so I can get to the expansion, and I did a whole mini episode on it last week. It's great. Go listen to it. It's definitely a fun game. It's a survival game, but it's a survival game with a story, which is always great.
Have you done it in VR yet?
Yes. Fuck you. Terrifying. No.
Did the same fucking
Hate your
thing,
VR.
dude. Put on the VR headset. We're like, first thing I'm doing, Subnautica, then Elite Dangerous. And I jumped into Subnautica and went, no, I can see the bottom of the ocean, and that is way, way, way fucked up. So yeah, took
What?
the headphone, or
No,
took the headset
no.
off.
What?
It wasn't even the bottom of the ocean that effed me up. I go over by the ship, the one that you crashed in, and I'm like, all right, let me go over here and check this out. I'm like, this is really cool. Man, I'm getting a little bit of seasickness from this. It's okay. I'm going to make this happen. Next thing you know, something grabs a hold of me and it's got this friggin' predator face. And it's like, I'm like, oh shit. Headset came
not
off.
bad.
I set it down and I
fun.
said, you know what? I'm really glad I was wearing my brown pants for this one because nope. Big old
Oh,
bag
come
of
on.
nope.
It gets the
wrapped up
blood
in a nope
going.
rope.
It's good. It's great.
And this
It's
is-
healthy
this
for
is
you.
Blood going. No, dude, that didn't get the blood going. That got the urine flowing.
This is why I don't strap things to my face.
Giggity. But that actually leads us on to the topic for tonight, which the topic for tonight is VR experiences.
Oh, Shadow out.
You've played VR. You're sitting right there.
So, no, I'll go ahead and start this off since I barely have any experiences. I do not own any VR. I had tried it back in the days where, like, you had a Samsung S5 and you strap that thing to the thingy and strap that bad boy on your face, but have separate headphones, whatever. I tried it back then. It was fine for, like, watching a movies and it made it feel like you were in a movie theater. But recently, Cecil, I've been spending time at his house because it's right by my workplace and it gets me out of my own. But he has VR set up, and he had started me off slowly on Beat Saber, and I was absolutely fine with that. A little disorienting, but I didn't get any of that motion sickness that I had previously experienced.
Oh, yeah.
Then he tried to have me do some Call of Duty where I proceeded to shoot one of my friends immediately. Because why not?
Starts off, he's sitting there, you're wounded, man, we're going to help you. Pop. Dude, you just shot your friend in the face.
And his daughter just judges me for this.
Oh, hardcore.
She's just like, you just shot your friend in the face. I was just like, I wanted to see if it worked. And it did. But as far as like how I guess, Cecil, you're fine with like the warping to move around thing. That made me nauseous. I cannot do that. I wouldn't mind if like, give me like the moving around controls, like the standard left stick on a controller, on a thing, and let my right stick controller be my head motions. But I can't do the warping crap. Just,
Yeah, the warping for me in Quiver and Sunrise, Arizona Sunrise, that warping really made me nauseous.
But the things you can do with your hands are just funny.
So, like, I've played the walking around where, like, in Subnautica, you know, it gives you full on motion. Like, your head's moving around. Your analog stick is actually your motion, forward, back, left, right, all that jazz. I did the motion, and honestly, the motion gives me way more sickness, like that physical motion there, because it simulates you're moving, but you're not physically moving. And that makes my brain just like go, I'm fucked. I'm super fucked. I can't do this. And literally, like, I get to the point where I'm just like, I got to take this off. I'm going to throw up. But the teleporting, like where it's like a snap and you're all of a sudden over here, my brain can figure out that I'm not actually moving. And it lets me do, like, it works perfectly fine for me. So that's so weird that a teleport messes you up.
I completely agree with Cecil on that one, because Arizona Sunshine doing the teleporting, doing that cool little bow and arrow game that's on the fucking Quest 2 or whatever. I think it was on Quest 1 as well.
Quiver?
Yeah, Quiver. And like teleporting a thing, I get no problems, like, at all. But as soon as I played Drunken Bar Fight, where I have to like move forward, my character moves forward and backwards, I was so nauseous. I played about 4 minutes and yanked the headset off and almost vomited in the living room. Like, I can't do that one. I can't do the simulated walking. I can do the warping because I get to choose where I'm going to warp to. So my brain understands that I'm going to go up to that position. But as far as the weird motion, and then I had problems where like, I'm holding the thing and like, okay, I'm going to hit this bitch with a bat, and I swing like this and it doesn't hit. And I'm like, dude, there was definitely a bat there that was yay damn long. It would have cracked his skull being that close to me. But yeah, that fucked me up.
Yeah, the same thing with Skyrim on the teleporting. That made me want to vomit.
Now, that's interesting because I really like that, because Zyber and Shadow like the movement. Me and Cecil prefer the skipping to it. So I don't know if Erin Da Destroyer has had a chance to do VR yet.
Yeah, I have. So I have a special relationship with VR because I have a neck injury that makes me dizzy. So I had to actually go to physical therapy to retrain my brain to get used to regular movements, like literally turning my head left and right. So in the middle of when I had my neck injury and I was going to physical therapy, my brother-in-law got a VR headset, and I was like, oh, I gotta try that. But just so you know, like, I get dizzy, and it was a fucking trip. Like, I didn't accomplish anything or I went like a couple feet in the game, but it was like insane, like just to move my head, or like it did that thing where like you would move a little bit and it would like warp forward, and like I'd have to like stop moving, and at one point ended up in grabbing the walls in the house. Like I ended up in a corner holding the walls because I thought I was gonna fall down. So I was like, I don't know if I can actually do VR successfully, because it felt like I was on a roller coaster ride, just walking and like trying to grab stuff. It was nuts. Like I could not handle it. My brain
I would
was
say,
confused.
like, for someone that might have motion issues, I would say try VR on one of those motion docks. It's like a slippery surface that you can you're moving on it, and it moves your character in the VR realm.
So there's two basic styles that I kind of take VR into, and it's the cockpit VR and then there's like the first person shooter VR. And so far, we've all been talking about the first person shooter VR, except you kind of touched on it a little bit when you said you went into Elite Dangerous. And that's where I want, like, so first person, like there's Subnautica, there's Arizona Sunshine, there's the Vader, the Star Wars Vader stuff that's out there on Oculus Quest. There's Population 1, I think is one of the popular VR ones. There's actually an MMO coming out for VR. Did you see that? It's like Zenith Knights or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think VR is ready for that yet.
I don't think so either, but I'm really happy that they're making that step, like they're making that effort to get into it, because, you know, somebody's got to breach it. Like, I'd prefer if it was like an Ultima situation where, you know, you could go chop down trees, like basically
Kingsfield.
Yeah. Well, like Kingsfield, but Ultima World. Like, I'd be much more happy there, but that's because I'm an old Ultima fan. What about the cockpit style? Like, I played Elite Dangerous in this. I've played No Man's Sky, and No Man's Sky's got the dual thing where you're on foot and you're flying. And to be perfectly honest, like, the flying part was perfectly fine, but being on foot fucked me up. But Elite Dangerous, even flowing around in the subs in Subnautica was okay. But okay, Damok, I know you tried Elite Dangerous with it. Like, what was your opinion?
Oh, dude, of course. I'm a huge fan of Elite Dangerous to begin with. I loved it, but I got lonely.
Right.
I honestly, like, it was phenomenal. I could sit back. I had a little bit of an issue. I had to bind the Xbox controller to some keys, so I didn't have all keys. And if I wanted to do landing gear and shit like that, trying to do stuff, I'd have to take lift the VR headset up so I can get to the keyboard. But just flying around and having a good time. Yes, I see Shadow laughing and I'm getting worried now.
It looks like you were trying to simulate what you were doing.
Yeah, thank you, bud.
Below the camera.
Looked a little bad. Yeah,
there was definitely some joystick motions down there.
Yeah. So I played the game, and looking in the cockpit view was phenomenal, and being able to turn my head and just see space was just gorgeous in every little fucking detail of it. And I mean, I loved every aspect of it, but I found myself a little lonely. And I've played Elite Dangerous for over 1,000 hours, right? And I played without the VR headset all that time, and I never felt lonely in a game. But with the VR headset, I would turn, and it's got that empty co-pilot seat next to me, and I wanted to communicate with somebody, and there just wasn't somebody there. And I was like, hey, the game is great, the experience was phenomenal, but I truly actually hit a game where I felt kind of lonely in VR.
Hey, Damok, I know that feel, man. I know that feel.
Elite Dangerous, that made me want tangible touch VR. Because when you're sitting in that cockpit, I want to feel the HOTAS and everything in the cockpit. Even when I look up at my lights in the cockpit, I want to be able to flick them and feel that flick on my nail.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, dude. You want that hand on throttle and stick, huh?
Dude, so there are gloves. There are some gloves that they're being worked on for haptic feedback gloves that are exactly what you're talking about.
When you're in the cockpit.
Hold on. When we first started on the show, Blue and I, he shared a certain thing.
Oh, dear God, you didn't put your hand on his fucking throttle, did you?
No. That suit that he shared from Japan.
Yeah, we're not getting the suit. We're not doing the suit. Might be able to get those. I can't get the suit, though.
Are they extra sensitive?
Extra sensitive.
For your cockpit?
For your cockpit. I think we just found the name of the episode.
Oh boy, and there's Shadow, and Shadow's had 2 beers? Yep, that's about right.
No, I'm completely sober. It's just, my ADHD meds have definitely long worn off, and I'm normally asleep within the hour.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's normally had his sleepy drugs by now.
Yeah.
He is way too weak.
I am wired at this point.
All right, so have, and this is where, like, I just want to chime in with my experience with Elite Dangerous and VR. I agree with you 100% on every aspect except the loneliness. And the only reason why I didn't have loneliness, I had Q from Star Trek in my ears that I could talk to. And
yeah, dude, we know that you buy every goddamn HVC voice pack that comes out. I know.
Every
so
voice
you talk
pack.
to somebody the whole time.
I do. I literally do talk to somebody the whole time. And I thought, like, when I first bought those voice packs, I really thought, man, this is just totally gimmicky. And then I didn't use them for the longest of time. Then when I fired it up in VR, I realized how much I loved using them. I'm like, holy crap, this is what it's all about. You get the HOTAS set up. You get the voice commands going. You have like a controller that just has all the rest of the mapped buttons so you can get to it quick and just press something for mapping for landing gear, lights, all that crap. And bam, you've got a game.
See,
like,
I will agree to that. I think maybe if I got one of the voice pads and I can do the, like, I know they have the Jarvis one out there, for example, but and you said the Q one, and they have, oh God, there's so fucking many of them now. I'm surprised that you're not broke, because I keep getting the emails that they keep going on sale and they keep adding more, and I'm like, yeah, Cecil probably owns every single one of these things.
Everyone.
But yeah,
and I can use them in No Man's Sky.
I keep slipping singles into his G-string.
He does.
There you go. See,
that's how I keep it going.
Maybe I need to go back and try it.
See, Cecil's the reason I don't have 20s in my wallet.
$20 is $20.
Did anyone else have that moment, like the very first time that you tried VR? I know I had it, where like you strap on the goggles and then you start moving in real life and you move in the game. Did anybody have that moment where like, holy fuck, this is like exhilarating, even though you're not really like doing anything, but just being able to like turn your head in real life and then your character like turning in the game. Like the first time I experienced that, like my mind was blown. I was like, I can pick up a bottle and throw it like in a game. And then a second smaller question is like, I remember when I was a kid, my mom would yell at me for like sitting too close to the TV and stuff. And then now, 2022, like you can, for a couple $100, you can strap a fucking television to your face like 3 inches away and then interact with like an entire universe. And I think it's fucking crazy. Like it blows my mind.
100% agree.
100%.
Like Jinx at this fucking point, but yeah, 100% agree. The first time I put on the VR headset, it was to play Beat Saber, because that was cool, the big fucking game that everybody was playing. And I'm like, okay, so I'm colorblind as shit. So Beat Saber did not work out for me the first time it came out. I was like, yeah, I'm swinging the same color fucking sabers all over the goddamn place. But exhilarating, heart pounding, just, oh my God, this is great. Looking around, I think the first time I ever put on an actual VR headset wasn't the Oculus. It was the HTC Vive, and it was at a local place that has it, and you like pay $8, and it's this shooter game that you do. And it puts you way out on this crazy platform, and being able to look all around me and then have this like, fake gun thing in my hand. Amazing. Absolutely. Exhilarating 100%. It changed my aspect. I was like, oh, VR's gimmicky. I've tried Shadow's little fucking Samsung thing where you plugged your phone into it and all that, because he brought it to work that one day, and I downloaded.
What are you saying? You trying mine? Like, oh, it's some junk? Whatever. It was free.
Oh,
Screw you, old man.
Fuck you. I didn't say anything bad about it. I tried your little fucking free thing, and then I was like, okay,
Damok,
it was gimmicky.
Hold on, Damok. You gotta give him credit. He tried to, take POV to the next level.
Dude, no,
yeah,
I fucking used his goddamn phone, and the first thing that logged in was a fucking subscription to Pornhub. He had that fucking Pornhub
straight
now.
up, and it's the story is like, I don't even have a subscription to Pornhub today. I'm considering getting one.
You had one before.
He will in a few moments. Hold on.
Give me that. Only I send the inappropriate texts.
But no, I Aaron 100% on that one. Exhilarating. The first time you put on fucking VR.
Yeah, like it was exactly as I expected it. Like I did some VR where they strap you into the suit, like the gyroscope thing, the Lawnmower Man back in the 90s. They had it at the old Wilton Mall. And it was like, was like 50 or $100 for 5 minutes. It was like stupid expensive. And it was like being in a PlayStation 1 game only in VR. So like it was bad. So I was like, whatever. Throwing on the Quest 2, the Oculus Quest 2 was such a night and day difference. It was exactly like you described. It was like stepping into a new world, and just that ability to just turn around and look behind you. Like, this is a thing that blew my mind. In Elite Dangerous, I sat there and I turned around and I looked at the seat that I was sitting in behind me. And it was just one of those wild things of, holy crap, I'm inside of a spaceship right now. Like, this is my childhood dream right here. I'm inside of a fucking spaceship. Like, this is it. I've reached the top. So that exhilaration, that heart, that being a kid, really, like that whole thing was just like, VR definitely nailed that.
I could have given that to you with like $20 and meth and like a baseball bat.
Oh, well, yeah, good call.
So out of curiosity, Cecil said his first experience was in the 90s with VR and that big clunky crazy headset thing. That was my first experience with VR as well. Zyber, where was your first experience with VR?
My first experience with VR was at Crossgates Mall. They had this big clunky machine back in the mid 90s, and it was like paintball. You got this freaking stupid heavy marker that had a thick ass cable coming off of it, and you paid like $60 for like 15 minutes. And it was very poorly calibrated. Absolutely poorly calibrated.
That's mine as well, dude. I played with my dad, but I was this really skinny fucking kid growing up and all of that, and like the headset was so heavy, and they were like, dude, look down at your feet, and I couldn't look down at my feet. The headset was gonna fall off and take me with it. I was like, oh, so bad. But Erin, when was your first time with VR?
So mine was kind of weird. So, like when I went to college, the college paid to have VR, what was it called? What is it? The one where you like slash the colors. He was talking about being colorblind. Whatever
Beat
that
Saber.
was called.
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber. So the college paid to have, I don't know where they keep it, like if they just paid for a headset to use for one day or whatever, but they had Beat Saber in the middle of our student center. So I got out of one of my tests, and then I came back, and there was like 200 people in the student center in line to play Beat Saber. And they had it in there for like an entire week, like during like testing week. So I had to wait in line for like a couple of hours. The first day I didn't get to use it. So like day 2 or day 3 that they had it for testing week, I got to play Beat Saber. And like, obviously Beat Saber is not like the most technically amazing game ever, but like to just like swing your arms at the colors and like have it do what you're doing was like incredible. Like it blew my mind, and I was terrible at it. But like watching other people do it and everything, like everybody seemed to have the same experience because most of us, didn't have VR setups of our own. We just like to see everybody was like, oh my god, that was like incredible, and just like the whole student center just freaking out for a week over just literally just Beat Saber. Like it was wicked, man. Like it was really cool.
What about you, Shadow Fox? What's your first VR experience?
So I've been listening to you guys talking about like this like thing that happened in the mid to late 90s at a mall, and I was just like, look, I know you fuckers are a little bit older than me, but how the hell did I miss that? And then I was just like, wait a second, the mid to late 90s, I was fucking around in Italy at the time, so none of that was there.
There you go.
Yeah, I was there for like 3.5 years, so apparently I missed all of that. But no, it was that Samsung thing that literally was my first experience with VR.
Literally
the first experience.
What exactly was it? Like mine was a flying thing. His was a paintball thing.
5. It was literally just watching Community on like their theater setup in like the Samsung thing, because there was no way to play games on it because I didn't have a device that would connect. I didn't have any Bluetooth controllers, and I was just like, okay, this is fine and all, but you can't also charge the phone while it's in there, so. Why bother?
They probably heated up like a bastard. on
Also,
your face,
yeah, you were like strapping that like super warm battery consuming thing to your face.
Yeah, and the Samsungs were known to explode, so
Actually,
really taking your life in your hands.
They weren't known to explode back then. That was after.
that you know of.
True. I'm gonna have that phone around somewhere. I can try to make it explode.
I mean,
Hey, well,
early
we can make a
stage
hand grenade.
lipos were very volatile.
So, like, okay, so when you guys are talking about playing VR in the 90s, I was born in the late 90s, so I was not paying attention to the VR scene. Like, what console or system was this VR even on? Like, I don't even know that this was a thing.
You guys dated yourselves, you big idiots.
Well, you see here, you young whippersnapper. Yeah.
No.
It was a big computer.
No, it wasn't like a shot. I wasn't like, oh, you're old, but like I literally did not know the VR existed in the 90s. Like my first console was the PS2, so this is all like I'm learning brand new information.
My first
I
console
feel
was the
old right
NES.
now. You guys should feel ancient.
Well,
So
I would say
the original
think
VR
PS2, but the size of a table.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like the old VR setup actually used to be like there used to be a couple of different ones, but the one that I remember was literally like you got strapped into this gargantuan contraption to kind of like simulate the feeling of weightlessness. Because what I did was it was a literally a flying simulation. So you were literally strapped into this harness.
Say the word strapped one more time.
I'm strapped right now. So like, but the actual system that ran it wasn't a console. It was like a string of computers, and they were gargantuan. Look at your desk in front of you, and I'll bet you money if you quadruple the size of your desk, that's about the size of the computer that it was.
That's why it cost you $60 for 15 minutes,
Right.
Because they weren't making any money. That was all electrical.
Right? Yeah. I mean, when they turned this thing on, the lights dimmed in the mall. Like, boom. Like, that's literally what happened.
I never got to see the computer.
Yeah, you could literally hear the sound too. The
I didn't get strapped into anything. Mine was not in a mall. It was on the San Francisco Pier. And it was like, Pier 39 and all of that. I never got to see the computer, but you go into this little circular thing and the wall comes out and they give you the big ass fucking helmet and everything is hardwired and you're holding the big gun thing and it's heavy as fucking. You're just like, yeah. And the game was really shitty. And like, it was me and my dad and I was trying to fire this little rocket launcher thing at him, and we're talking PS1 graphics in 3D. Like, it was really, really bad back in the day, and that was the early 90s. So yeah, mine was a little different. I didn't have that cool weightlessness fucking harness that Cecil had.
something similar to that was my second time, and it was a VR coaster. They strapped you into a seat and you put on a helmet.
Yes. That actually made me sick the first time. Like violent, like I physically threw up.
Now, that's curious. So, has anybody watched any... So, okay. Cecil, I know you own the Quest 2. Mm-hmm. Zyber, you don't... That did not look like a Quest 2.
No, that's my Dell augmented reality VR by Windows. Okay. Not true augmented, but they call it that. The lying fucks.
Yeah, it is what it is. Erin, do you own a VR headset?
I do not. No, I went to my sister and my brother-in-law live across the street, so I literally walked 30 feet away to VR. That's where I use it. I just wander across the road like a beggar to go use VR.
Well, that's all good. What VR system is it?
Oh, I don't know. It's a fancy one. It's got the hand grips with the analogs on it, and the thing for your face is really slim. I don't know what setup it is. It was I think he said he paid $2,000 for it, so it's a more expensive one. I don't know what it is. I'm poor, so I was like, yeah, I'll use your $2,000 VR thing. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I'm down. So I don't know.
Okay, too easy.
Yeah, how do you say no to that? I posted in the lounge a picture of something similar to what I was strapped in back in the 90s. So in case you were...
See, that's the shit that they have now.
Well, that's the closest I could find. Like, the only picture that came up was a picture of the lawnmower man.
See, I told you it was that suit that Blue Shark shared back in the day.
No, we're not getting the porn suit. No.
Wait,
I can write off a lot of things for this show. I cannot write off a porn suit.
can you write it off for me?
Hold on, let me ask the accountant. Hey, honey, can I?
We got a notice saying that if this podcast doesn't make money soon, we can't consider.
Yeah, that was a hard no.
So figure it out.
Yeah, so I just gotta know.
What of the money I've been paying you guys for go to?
Yeah, you shouldn't ask questions, dude, because I've seen it, dude. That piercing is beautiful.
It is.
I've been giving you guys $500 a month. You haven't been getting it? I gotta go fire my accountant.
Yeah, you definitely do. Actually, you should fire her and kick her out of the house.
So, home experience wise,
amazingly, she's not my accountant.
Yeah.
Send her to Hawaii.
I already did.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone.
But she came back. This time she doesn't have to.
Back to VR for a second. So we've got a couple of people. Zyber, have you done any cockpit VR? Or have you done only? Why is it every time I say cockpit you giggle?
I don't know why.
God, you got to get on your meds. Sin?
Yeah. I mean, you're asking about cockpit VR. I do have Sin.
You're talking about getting strapped into cockpits.
I have Elite
Off the
Dangerous,
rails.
so...
Yeah, and that's how the show degrades, Aaron. This is exactly how the show degrades.
I'm not even drunk.
I know, and I am. That's the best part. I'm the one who's actually drinking out of this couple right now.
I'm down to a quarter bottle of Reed, so, yeah.
Wait, say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Adult game VR is nothing but cockpit.
But he's hiding his
emphasizing
smile.
the
He
first
sees
half.
it. You hide. Anyways. So, you've played Elite Dangerous, Zyber? Yeah or nay?
Yes.
All right, so what was your experience with Elite Dangerous?
Like I told you, it made me wanting the sensory, gloves, being able to feel inside my cockpit. I didn't feel lonely. I just wanted more. More immersion.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted more immersion there. Sitting there hanging around, it literally felt like you were in a spaceship.
It did, and that's where I felt lonely. Because when I went to oh my god, I'm having such a great time, and I wanted to turn to the person, the co-pilot or the fucking passenger, and be like, oh my god, are you seeing this? We're about to come up on this fucking nebula. This is going to be dangerous. We can do that. I wanted to have a conversation entirely, and it's weird, dude. I don't feel lonely normally in video games. That was the first time I've ever actually went I need to have a fucking co-pilot sit next to me so that I can at least bullshit with somebody when I'm doing it. And it would be even fucking better if they were also wearing a VR headset and
That's what I was gonna
sitting
ask.
fucking next to me.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you think that we could actually pull that off where we play 2-player in Elite Dangerous and we're in your ship? I'm on the cockpit side, you're on the other, or co-pilot side, you're on the pilot side, and we're actually flying together in VR? Do you think that? I don't even know if you can.
I don't know.
What, Star Trek VR? We know all that worked.
Oh, we can do Bridge. We can do Bridge Commander like that.
Bridge Commander would fucking work with VR. We could have a lot of fun with Bridge Commander.
We could have a lot of fun with Bridge Commander.
We've tried that before.
And we had a lot of fun, dickhead, but, VR would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
See, I want the kind of immersion in Elite Dangerous to where if I blow my canopy, I want to see if my brain glitches and starts choking.
I mean,
That's the kind of immersion I want.
We could do that with a belt and auto asphyxiation. We can.
dude,
that's
Shadow's
a thing.
got his fucking hand in front of his face because he's
Dude,
just
Erin
going to kill
keeps
the loser. I'm just going to
Erin
send
keeps
Shadow.
losing it too.
I know. I see her losing it a little bit, but I said I'm going to send.
Damok.
No,
I'm sorry, Damok, that you're so
No.
lonely in the cockpit.
Uh,
And then Zyber wants to blow his canopy.
Okay, so I keep losing it because every time anyone says anything like cockpit or like anything that could even be like remotely in the realm of anything sexual, I just look over and Shadow Fox is like
Right?
every time he's just losing his fucking mind.
Yeah.
And,
This is the most I've laughed since the behemoth incident.
Yeah.
and like everyone else is like fine and straight faced, and then he's dead. So every time like I look over there and I see him dying, like I lose it because I'm like, get it together, man. Like you probably have to mute your mic every 2 seconds because he's just dead. Like he's just dead.
Yeah, you should see the amount of saliva on my arm from where he's been just spit laughing. Like it's
This is the most I've laughed in a while, so I appreciate it.
yeah, like it's moist. Like definitely here, it's moist.
You need like one of those plexiglass barriers, like at the stores, like when you go
I do.
in to like separate you from the cashier.
That's what you need. You need a sneeze guard.
I do. I need a
Yeah.
sneeze guard right now.
I mean, I already got within inches of face, and you finished my hot dog earlier.
Ah, but I didn't finish where you bit.
Ooh, you got me on that one.
Ah,
You were trying to lick his face earlier, though, so like
Yeah.
things are
True.
getting
Like,
weird
look.
over there.
yeah.
It's not getting weird. This is normal.
Oh yeah, this actually is pretty normal.
Everybody else, like,
Tongue in the ear is a little much. I mean, then again, the first time I met him, I humped his leg.
Touche.
Yep.
I mean, it. Welcome to the group. I made Cecil pull his dick out so I could take a look at it.
Accurate.
And I have pictures of every single one of these dudes doing a keg stand.
Also accurate.
And his wife
I've
eating them.
never done a keg stand. I don't
All
know
right,
how.
Get her off, get her off, we're done.
Welcome to Massanutten.
I was gonna say next G.N.A. get together, we get you and your fiance, and we do some keg stands. Not 120. Not 120.
I've literally always wanted to do one, but I can't, like, I went through college and nobody did one. Like, I've never been to a party where anyone has even had a keg, so I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I'm with the wrong
Wow. Those people college strong.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty weak. It's weak sauce right there.
I did, though, I didn't do it, but I did end up at a party that I thought was going to be, like, really low-key and chill. And, like, I was such a child. I saw them pull out little straws, and I thought, like, oh, we're going to have little baby margaritas. And then the white powder came out, and I was like, oh, fuck, I need to leave. I need to go home.
Oh, it's
So,
that
like,
kind
never
of
a
party.
keg stand, but
Wow, they're like 4th grade. They should be pulling out $1 bills. I mean, even a piece of paper.
Yeah, straws? Like seriously?
Seriously, do they hate the environment?
Yeah, I've never seen straws.
they pulled out, and, like, they were packaged, so they didn't cut up straws. Like, they pulled out, like, a bunch of, like, little baby straws. And I thought, like, oh, we're going to be doing something cute with, like, shots or something. And then I saw the white powder come out. And so my friend I was there with, I was like, yo, I'm hammered and I don't have a car. Like, but I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't want to be at, like, a Coke party. But I've never found a fucking keg. Like, I don't know how this happened. I was at a party with less than 20
You
people.
found a Coke party and you couldn't find a kegger?
No, you said you were hammered drunk and they broke out the white powder. You take your pinky finger. You lick your pinky finger. You put it in, you just roll it in the white powder. You rub it on your gums, okay? And then you're awake and you can drink more. It's a wonderful experience.
Also accurate.
Here's the thing, is, like, I didn't want to do Coke, really. So it was one of those things where, like, let's go to the lake house and, you know, we'll get drunk and, like, get on the boat or something, or get towed behind the boat on one of those floaty things. Like, that's what I was there for, that real, like, fun, chill vibe. Like, yeah, let's get in the water. I wasn't there for, like, it's 3 a.m., let's pull out the blow, and then everybody's gonna get crazy. Like, I was not prepared or told beforehand. So I was, like, not about that. But I was really excited for
understood.
these. I was there for these imaginary, really cute drinks that needed tiny straws that never happened. So.
Now
I've
every
never-
time
I've
I
never
see
done
those
Coke
straws,
This brings me to a little something from Letterkenny. I mean, every once in a while, you gotta hoover a little schneef.
I'm just saying, I've never done Coke either. I've just seen it, you know, I go off of what TV shows me.
no comment. But I still am trying to figure out how the hell you found a Coke party and not a kegger.
I don't know, because this was
Right?
like, this wasn't even like a big party with people I didn't know. This was like a small, like, intimate group of people. And I had been going, like, I basically spent the whole summer there because I was in college and it was a lake house in the summer. Like, I don't have anything to do. So, like, I had been there for, like, over a month and nothing weird happened. It was just like, let's get drunk and, you know, go swimming in the middle of the night. Let's, you know, I don't know, like, put my friend's bra on my ass and somebody will make me grilled cheese. Like, it was nothing weirder than that crazy shit. And then, like, the Coke got pulled out. And I was like, this is not what I signed up for. But never a keg. Ever. I don't know how it happened. I need a keg. I want to try it once.
See, I was in the army and I put a lot of weird shit in my ass, but it was always rewarded with a keg.
Or a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, not a grilled cheese.
I never got a fucking grilled cheese. Damn, I put a bra on my ass for a grilled cheese.
Well, the
I
thing
do it
was,
now.
so I had a friend at the time who had huge tits, and I have no tits at all, like a 12-year-old boy chest, that's me, but with a huge ass. So somebody was arguing when we were all hammered, like, who had the bigger, like, is her ass bigger, or, like, her tits bigger than my ass? I was like, well, fuck it, I'll solve this problem. So I pulled my pants down and put a bra on my ass, and it fit. Like, it was, like, perfect. And I was like, I need a fucking grilled cheese. And they made me, like, 4 of them, and I was hammered, so I ate all of them. And I was, like, super proud of myself at the time. And there was still not a fucking keg. I was like, what else do we need to do here to get a fucking keg of beer? Like, I was just waiting.
Shadow's face is brilliant.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I believe I need to say something right now. Erin, welcome to the G.N.A podcast.
My new favorite person. That's fucking
So I thought
great.
she was just talking out of her ass, but she put together a coherent story that I have to believe because it makes
Yeah,
sense.
there's no way you can't believe that. Like, there's no way you can't believe that.
What do you mean? You put a bra on your ass to get a grilled cheese? What, there's no logic to that.
Yeah, there isn't. But
That story was more coherent than anything I've said in the past, like, year.
yeah,
Yeah, so
I'm out.
I haven't remeasured recently, but at the time, my ass was a 32G. I don't know where we're at. I'll give you guys an update if there's ever a time to put another bra on my ass.
Damok is
but
dying.
for the time being, I don't know.
Damok's now me.
Damok is literally dying right now.
Well, the next time there's a Massanutten party.
Yeah, like I'm
Massanutten
like-
is perfect for that.
this is literally going, like, I'm literally going to bring all different sizes of bras. That's what's just going to happen.
All right, cool. I'll bring
I
the
just
camera.
guaranteed-
I'll bring the camera again.
I just guarantee one
We're
of them
good.
I'm going to wear as a
We're
hat,
good.
because that's what I do.
Is it gonna be Steph's?
We're good. We're good. We'll get this. Bring an extra flash or two. I got one. We'll make it happen.
And poor Damok over there is crying. He's fucking crying.
Dude, you're my new favorite person. Like, fucking, that's great.
Set the bar real low there, didn't you? It was bra on the ass is the level to be. Like,
Yeah.
who are these other people you're hanging out with?
It's a pretty high bar to fucking do, but wearing a bra on your ass and filling out the bra is fucking hilarious.
But the creme de la creme of it is requesting her grilled cheese after. Like that right there, that cinched it.
Right? I mean, I'm just glad this story didn't come after the whole grandma and grilled cheese thing.
Oh.
Thank you, Zyber, for drying up my fucking eyes, and now I'm gonna go hurl.
Yeah. I was gonna grab another beer, but now I'm good. I'm real good. Yeah.
You can check out our website
Wow.
at no.
Oh yeah, he's already ready.
I'm still conditioned for that.
Like, the next day I went home and I told my fiance about it, you know, like, it was like hysterical. So I was like, yeah, I fucking put my ass in my friend's bra and got grilled cheese. And he was like, okay, and he hadn't met these people yet. So the next party, he shows up and he grabs on my friend's bra and he pulls his pants down and he puts her bra over his bare ass. And he was like, so, like, the host was a dude, and he was like, oh my god, put that away. And he's like, I showed my ass too. Nobody gave me a fucking grilled cheese. This is bullshit. Like, so he was really upset. He was like, I thought this was, like, what we needed to do to get some food around here. And he was sourly disappointed in the lack of grilled cheese.
I appreciate how little you make me do to get food.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is how her friend got pink eye.
Yeah, I actually pity the person who motorboated after that. I'm sorry. I mean, just it had to have been a bad day.
To my knowledge, nobody got pink eye.
That's why she wore the brown bra.
All right, so let's get a little bit back on track. All right, so we played current VR. We've seen it. Let's just I just want a quick roundtable on where we think or where we want VR to go from here. Oh, you've drank that whole bottle of mead. You're on that last bit of the bottle.
Yeah,
oh, man.
I'm fucked.
It's good night. So, Shadow Fox, where can you see, or where would you want VR to go from here?
At this point, I mostly don't want anything to do with it. Maybe the next iteration I'll try it again, but...
Well, like, what about it would make you come back? Let's go there. What would it need to happen to make you come back?
It's super hard to tell just because, like, I have such a disconnect from what my eyes are seeing and my brain is doing. And, again, I should have prefaced this with, I get motion sick on a boat. Apparently not on a helicopter, though. So take that as you will. But I don't think it's going to be a long term, I can sit down and do it for more than a 30-minute period at a time. And I think just if I end up getting motion sick from every time I do it, I'm just not going to want to put the effort into it.
Okay. All right. What about you, Damok? Like, where do you see VR going, or?
I'm a little torn. I'm super, super interested in the technology to make it look better and better and better. I am exceedingly invested in the technology to give it haptic feedback so that I can feel the flick of the switches. But I own the Quest original. I own the Quest 2. I like the Quest 2. I don't have to have the controllers with some games. What I want to see are the games themselves. Elite Dangerous, just as the primary example, I want to see Elite Dangerous make the buttons in the cockpit when I look around, even if I don't have the haptic feedback. I would love to have haptic feedback, but I would love to be able to look up and click the buttons and it show my hand, and then not have to have I would, here we go, Shadow, I would love to have that HOTUS feeling and just grip it and go from there, but I would like to look around the cockpit itself and flip the keys across the board and have that. I want to see games actually integrate what Meta has already done with that whole hands-free, you don't need the controllers in your hands, and it does that shadow hand and everything. I want to see them incorporate that into the game to where I can push more buttons, get to a certain thing. There are a couple of games out there, I forget the name of them, but they were not super detailed in that way. There was a couple of games that you reach up and you pull a lever and everything, but yeah, I want to see games develop to support VR better than where they are currently at. I think the technology is going to outpace the games, and then it's going to be a major setback across the board because the technology is going to be all there, but the technology actually develops far faster than the software aspect of it. So games are going to lag behind 5-10 years.
Absolutely. What about you, Erin? Where do you want to see it go? Like, or where do you think it would like really grip you if it did X? Like, what you got?
This isn't necessarily tied to games, but like, so I've been looking at stuff with like the Unreal Engine and how they're coming out with Unreal Engine 5, which is like gonna have like the best graphics ever made, basically. And what they're trying to do, and because I was looking into this for stock reasons, because supposedly this year Unreal Engine is supposed to, you're supposed to be able to, like, regular people are supposed to be able to buy it. So I started, like, really digging into it. And first of all, Unreal Engine is the only company that might be able to compete with Disney just because they only lease their tech to other companies. So anyone that wants to use their graphics and shit would have to pay them per use. But they're trying to use VR to do like house tours and stuff. So like when you go to buy a house, you might in the future be able to use VR to walk through the entire house without having to actually go there. And they're trying to use it for like other things. So I think that's super cool because they're using, like right now you can kind of do our house tours virtually, but through VR, it's going to be like the best ever that there's like ever been. So I'm really excited to see where like VR and Unreal Engine come together to do something because what they have that's going to be rolling out in like the next couple of years is supposed to be like far beyond anything that we've ever seen.
They're already working 3D mapping with a lot of the house tour stuff. So that is pretty much something right now that you can do. I'm not exactly sure if they have it mapped to VR yet, but they have the 3D mapping cameras specifically designed for doing 3D tours in homes. So that in VR would be amazing, because that would actually bring a lot of innovation to video games as well.
Yeah, so like that's what I was looking at. I've seen because I have Zillow on my phone, so like I've looked at houses that I'll never be able to afford on there, and you can do 3D house tours of those. But it's more like a click and point kind of Google Street View type of feel. So I want to be able to like walk through a house in VR and like look at everything. Like, oh, this is the bar I'm gonna get drunk and pass out at in the basement, and like, you know, kind of literally like walk through and see everything and stuff like that. I know that's not specifically tied to games, but my stupid brain and VR games don't mix very well, so I think a house tour might be more my speed.
No, that totally fits the nerdy class here. So
I just discovered you're actually supposed to tour a bunch of houses before you buy one, and not buy the first one you tour.
God damn it. Shadow, we're gonna have a different talk later.
it's all right. I'm within proximity. I'll beat him.
I feel like Shadow, like you might need like I know you're like an adult, but you might need like an adultier adult to like follow you around just in your general life.
That's his MO. She's got him
That's what
pegged.
I've been saying.
You
pegged
have
him.
ice cream for dinner. Like you
An
can't
adultier
laugh.
adult.
You can't laugh every time someone says cockpit. Like I think you just need like some kind of like life supervisor to just follow you around.
His key
So
phrase.
you know I eat ice cream for dinner.
Hold on. His key phrase is, "I need an adult."
I need an adult.
And this is
Accurate.
a guy who literally drinks Mountain Dew and eats Doritos for an entire meal. And then I went over to his house and he's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna cook up some lunch." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, what are we gonna have for lunch?" He's like, "I eat the little mini sausage things." And all he does is stick them in a pot and he burns them and then he eats them. And I don't even fucking understand.
Pigs in a
Hey,
blanket.
there's mac and cheese in there too.
Pigs in a blanket's not dinner.
Not even pigs in a blanket. He doesn't even bother to wrap them up because he doesn't know how to do the bread portion of it. All he does is do the mini sausages and the sauce, and then they smell awful when he's cooking them, and he just pours them on a plate, and like they already come in a sauce, but he
I think
slathers
he might have
fucking
gotten
ketchup
drunk
on
and
them,
ended
and
up
then
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Shadow, I'm worried
Dude, I've
for
seen
you.
your macaroni and cheese and hot dogs.
It's delicious, though.
I do eat that too, though. That is really good. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's like it's not.
So somebody else needs an adult, or you're adult too.
No, because I know how to cook real food, not pigs in a blanket without the fucking blanket, okay? So don't worry about it.
You got me there. I'm gonna go back to the house that I own and cry about it.
Hey, the bank owns that house.
I'm not even... I don't mean to throw shade. I'm just like... It's like 50-50 shade, and like the other 50 is like concern. Like, this man might not have anything to eat in his house but Doritos type of concern.
That sounds like a Reddit post.
No, there are pizza rolls.
We've also proved that there is expired macaroni and cheese with hamburger in it because I took it and ate it. So there was
You
at
did
least
eat
that
that.
too.
Yes, now I'm sure that Erin has absolutely pegged Shadow entirely because... Yep.
Wait, we're pegging Shadow now?
But not sexually. She pegged him, but not sexually.
I am responsible where I need to be, which is the place that pays me to be responsible. After that, I don't give a fuck.
Bullshit, are you responsible at work? I have worked with you. Fuck you, I've been your supervisor. Yeah, you
I've
are
been your
not...
supervisor too. Shut the fuck up. I've also been his supervisor too.
Yeah, and look what happened to me.
Yeah, seriously, I used to supervise these idiots.
So Zyber, what about you? Where do you think VR is going?
Except me. He's never supervised me. But for VR, I would love, because I consider this kind of like VR, but real world. I would like to see it somewhere advanced to, hopefully in my lifetime, surrogates and altered carbon.
Okay.
But also like that one, I think it was Black Mirror.
Oh yeah, okay.
where you can
Where the
actually
two dudes were banging?
huh?
Where the two dudes were banging in VR?
cockpit?
Yes, sure. You're my best friend, so like I'd be hitting you up, and it'd be like really weird. I mean, we did.
Oh, no,
touch
he's
tips,
mine now.
but
You can already
mine.
do that, and you don't need a VR headset, dude. It's it's a remote link fucking thing. I'll link you the website.
I know. I already have the website.
Dude,
it's on Adam
It's
and
just a
Eve.
10-hour drive. It's literally just a 10-hour drive.
But yeah, like I would love to get into that kind of like scenario, especially when you take it into effect of how like Elon Musk is working on that brain link, and say someone's in a coma, stimulating their mind and actually going into their mind and helping them repair mentally.
That'd be wild.
Fuck no. Fuck no. Do not come into my coma-induced goddamn horrific goddamn nightmare and try and walk me the fuck out of it. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna end up ripping people apart, and it's gonna be really fucking nasty. And at that point in time, when we get to that technology, you're gonna die in VR just like it's real life.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Matrix.
No, Damok. We wouldn't try to get you out of a coma using that tech. We'd put you back to work.
Yeah. Yeah. We'd leave you in the coma. We just get you to work.
You'd be like,
That would be nice.
Like,
I
you're
would like
fine.
to do some
You were-
work.
you were in a coma for 2 days, but you're fine. You're back to work now, buddy. Here's some TPS reports.
Yeah,
Right,
you're good,
right.
dude. You're fine.
Just hook them up to a Wi-Fi service and just have the VR run as teleworking simulator.
We just can't let them access the local news.
Yeah.
But now your boss will be like, hey, I know you're in a coma, but can you VR come to work, you lazy piece of shit? They'd be like, you need...
What?
you know, like when you're like, oh, hey, I'm really sick, I can't come to work, your boss like, you need to. Now a coma won't even be an excuse if Zyber gets his way. Your boss will be like, hey, just somebody plug that fucker into VR. We're short-staffed today.
Yeah, it'd be Office Space. It'd be that like whole Office Space scenario. Yeah, I need you to come in on the weekend, but I'm in a coma. Yeah.
Nope. My boss
Yeah,
is too
still-
nice,
still
man.
need you.
He's way too nice. Like, yeah, dude, don't worry about anything. We're just gonna put you on an overhead, and then you just kind of sit and wait until we find you a project. But we're gonna keep paying your big ass salary. I'm like, are you sure that's how it works? I'm getting
They're
nervous.
literally paying him to jerk
where
off.
the fuck do you work? Because I've never had a job like that. What is this? You said high salary and your boss is nice? I think you're making shit up. I don't think that exists.
He works for a religious cult.
Yeah, I may or may not do that, but yeah.
High salary, I'm in. I don't care. I don't care if it's a cult.
He's also not above taking a shot or two in the mouth.
True fucking story. Like, I don't give a shit. I'll take a shot or two in the mouth.
How high of a salary are we talking? Nobody's answered this question. I'm not. You're not
She
gonna
really
convince me
wants that
this
house.
isn't- You're not. Did you not hear? I'm looking for houses I'll never be able to afford on Zillow, and this man just said, I have a nice boss and I make a lot of money. Like, I'm in. I don't care. What are we doing?
Yeah, he's like almost 6 figures.
Not almost.
I'm in. I don't care what it is. Or what kind of cult is it? Are we sacrificing people? Is this a blood brotherhood? Like, I'm down. We're
No,
going.
that's his private thing.
All you gotta do is be good at IT, and yeah, that's it.
And sword fight.
Can you lie about being good at IT?
Actually, you can't, because they actually really want you to be able to do what you're supposed to do. So whenever they ask me a question, they're like, hey, we have this server that we need something done on. Are you able to do that? And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, if you give me the account to do it. And they're like, really? We only do this every couple of months, and you can do a monthly report on it? And be like, yeah, is that all you want me to do? Because that will only take me 2 hours.
Okay, only follow-up question. What kind of salary can I get putting my ass into a bra?
Well, OnlyFans currently pays about $10,000 a month if you get in the top 1%.
Oh, no, I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. I tried. I shot my shot. That's all I got.
Well, so where I see VR going is, and I'm not saying it's going to be there tomorrow. I'm not going to say it's going to be there next week. I'm not even saying it's like going to be there in the next probably 5 years. But the way things are moving with augmented reality and the way that they've got VR headsets set up, like the new Ray-Bans that came out that are the first step in smart glasses.
You mean the 15th step after fucking Google's new smart glasses 3.0?
Oh, the smart glass, innovative bullshit that they're saying that they improved.
Yeah, Ray-Ban's far fucking behind because not only did Google do it, but everybody else has done it like too many times.
But the thing is, nobody's come out with like Google's Google Glass. Like that's all the way. Like, has that come to consumer market? Because I haven't seen any augmented reality glasses actually make it.
They did. They came to a very so. Technically, yes, it came to a consumer market. You could order beta pairs of them, and they did actually ship them, so you could technically own them. But as you're talking mass market, no. So I see Shadow Fox in the quotations, and that's 100% true. It is you could have signed up and purchased them, but it wasn't a guaranteed shipment.
All right, so with saying the first to come to, I'm not saying that they're the best thing in the world. I'm just saying that looking at them finally coming to a mass market, them actually making it.
So I got a cough.
Dude, you say the word mass and he giggles like a fucking child? I don't even get that one.
I don't know. Maybe he's got something against churches now, too. At least I didn't say cockpit.
No, that one was straight up just a cough that turned into a laugh.
I'll say it again. Shadow needs a supervisor. Like, when are we going to get on this?
That's why he's over at Cecil's house.
Look, I'm not the one who had a bra on my ass.
Oh, but $20 says I can get you in one.
Them is our facts. $20 is $20. I don't think you would take it.
Look, I'm going to need $20.
We probably wouldn't even have used $20. We'll be like, we'll give this bitch pigs in a blanket with the fucking blanket and some Mountain Dew, and I bet you'd be like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm all over this shit. I've never had the blanket part before. We'll even squirt some ketchup on that bitch. Free.
I don't know where Damok got ketchup. I hate ketchup.
Oh, Christ, what the hell was I saying?
I don't know, but my jaw seized up again from laughing.
Best friend, man, that's great.
So, like, where I was saying, or what I was saying was, where, like, the steps that we've been making with VR and augmented reality, and where, like, Google, Amazon, Meta, where all of them, like, you can see the writing on the wall of where they're trying to get to. I'm full on expecting that we're just going to literally have the Oasis, like, from Ready Player One, just a main hub where, like, NFTs and everything just join right in. You can bounce things between different games and it becomes one huge universe. Like, that's where I see it eventually getting to.
Now, when you say that, you legitimately need to drop the term augmented reality, because Ready Player One is not an augmented reality. It is complete virtual reality entirely.
Understood.
Augmented reality would be something like Google Glass, would be something like maybe they're moving forward. Now, I have, like I said, I have the first Quest, I have the Quest 2, all of that. The camera integration is great, but it has no augmented reality in it whatsoever.
No, just go ahead.
Oh, I was curious to talk to Zyber about his augmented reality headset across the board when we come into that. I do not believe, from everything that I've seen and the way that we're going to move forward, I think augmented reality is a joke. We may have a couple, hey, this would be fun, but it's going to be Apple that produces a pair of glasses, not fucking Ray-Ban, and it's going to track your heart rate.
Augmented isn't going to be a joke. It's going to be a niche. It's going to have a very small grip. Like you said, it's going to be that full immersion VR, not you're wearing a pair of goggles that you can see through, but also there's a digital world around you.
See, okay. That's what I was trying to say in my drunken state. Like, augmented reality is going to be a niche market. I could see Apple doing something like where you put on your sunglasses and you go to work and it tracks your heartbeat and it tracks your footsteps and it tells you, hey, I've walked 19.2 miles today and I've gone blah, 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 blah. And it could be like, oh, I could even see it going to the whole point of being a complete linked-in thing where anybody else that's wearing Apple glasses or has an Apple product. And I'm not picking on Apple. Microsoft could do it. Meta could do it. Google could do it. Anybody can fucking do it. But it would be... I see Apple doing it first, truth be told. And then going that way where it'd be like, hey, potential friend, because they like this and this and this and this and this. And, you know, here's a conversation starter.
It'll totally be like a HUD interface more than anything else.
Right, but I see that honestly as being a minor thing in a niche market, but I do absolutely see putting on haptic feedback suits, haptic feedback gloves, and a full-on immersive VR headset entirely, and being powered by a shitty-ass cell phone in the future.
So what I meant I wasn't necessarily saying that augmented reality was going to be the oasis. I just said that with the steps that we've been taking with VR and augmented reality, that's the direction we're going. Like, I see that full on coming into being that full on VR hub. Now, augmented reality is completely...
I can agree with that.
Yeah, augmented reality is a completely separate thing, which I think has got its niche market because there's so many different things that you can do with that. Like, for instance, think of it this way, okay? Think of being able to put on a pair of glasses, you telling it and saying, hey, navigate me to work. And it literally pulls up a heads-up display that guides you all along the way to work and then comes up and says, oh, there's a better route. And you're like, yeah, take the best route.
See, I don't see that being a headset.
No, the augmented reality, like, and I know it's like, when you're playing the Division 2, where it gives you information like, hey, this is the quickest way to get where you're going, and it targets enemies, but realistically, it'd be like, oh, this person is Damok or whatever. That way, I don't have to memorize people's names. I have all the key information that I need. I can customize right in front of me at all times.
I don't think...
I can see that happening.
I don't think that's an actual option. I really don't see that coming to complete and utter mass market.
Well, if you're the messiah of what's coming to mass market, go buy some stocks.
I'm just like, overall, I see where it would be beneficial across the board, but we're developing other technology that has already fucking changed that entirely. I'm not going to have to put on a fucking pair of glasses and do it. My car that's going to be fully electric and going to fucking charge itself on the goddamn, when it gets to the parking lot and all of that, is going to do that for me. And I could live in a fully immersive fucking like Zyber, you know, or an entire immersive VR headset on my ride to work, and then go from there.
Isn't it some like 40% of the country lives in like major metropolitan areas and won't have electric cars?
Well, it's not actually true because
there's no way to do
right. I mean,
what they've already done.
Look at Phoenix, Arizona. They're already setting up the interface for fully autonomous vehicles.
Yeah, California is already going entire 100% electric vehicles.
I'm not saying just electric. I mean, Arizona is literally test driving the robo drivers.
Oh. So I'm like, I can see what you're saying, and I can see what you're saying about cars and whatnot, but I think the extension. So now the big question is going to be, I think that's really going to drive the market is depending on how this whole, like, people leaving the house thing comes up. Like, more and more people are just staying in. And in that case, the market, I don't think, will be there for an augmented reality glasses to really take off. But I could see where you're talking about with Surrogate, or like the Oasis coming into play, where they literally just stay in one place in a VR headset, and that literally becomes their life. But I can see what you're saying, Damok, about, you know, you get in a car, it's going to do everything for you. But I think there's still going to be, like, I'll bet you money. I'll bet money right now that those glasses are going to come to market, and that they're going to push them hard for at least a good year, 2 years maybe. Whether they take off or not.
I will put money on Apple being the company that does it too.
Well, they're working on the contacts as well, not just glasses, so that you just pop a contact in and you have your overface HUD.
I think glasses are going to come to fruition before contacts make it happen. But I can see both of them being quite easily used. But, I don't know. That's as I said. I just see the Oasis coming down the pipe because
We already have the Oasis. If you look at, I don't understand. Yes, we do.
No,
yes,
no,
we
they
do.
don't.
Yes, we
No,
do.
we don't. Okay. In the Oasis, you were able to take anything from any game and transfer it over to another game that you were playing. So if you were playing Doom and you wanted to take the Doom guy and bring him over to, I don't know, Borderlands, you could.
And you can kind of do that now. And you've been able to do that. You've been able to do
kind of, and you can.
Hold on, though. So, of course, it's not a perfect system yet, but 10 years ago, you were able to roughly do that.
He's buying Russian hacks.
Are you talking about mods?
Nope, I am talking about Second Life. And that was 20 years ago at this point.
Jesus.
Yeah, but you couldn't actually play Doom in Second Life.
You absolutely could. It depends.
You could play the new Doom game.
You could play the Doom game as the Doom guy across the fucking board. Was it officially supported? No. Did they do a whole bunch of craziness? Honestly, Second Life was, because I don't even think Second Life is still around. It probably is still around. Fuck. But Second Life is going to be the alpha test for the Oasis.
Isn't Doom Guy in Smash now?
Let's say Doom Guy, I think, is in Smash.
So Smash is a closer relationship to Oasis at this point.
I was going to say,
Doom Guy married freaking Isabel from Animal Crossing. Come on.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's a match made in heaven. And you can fight me on
Aaron,
that.
you've been really quiet here. What do you got? Are you...
She has not been that
She's been quiet for at least 2 minutes now because I finished all the goddamn mead.
Yeah, he's drunk.
That's how we quantify time now, is in alcohol. That's where we're all at now. It's not, there's no such thing as minutes. It's just alcohol. I finished X amount of a bottle. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the meta universe, or people sleeping while their car is driving to work, because I've seen too much shit about people's cars being hacked and shit, because it's all going to be through Wi-Fi and shit. We're all going to be connected to a network. And I'm too stupid to know how to hack shit, so I'm these people are gonna hack my car, and I'm just gonna drive off a fucking bridge, and I don't know, I'm not about that. And I'm not about the metaverse. I think it's weird if you're gonna live on the internet. I get it, it's a big thing, and I'm not gonna fight the future. I know I'm gonna end up as one of those old people, complaining about fucking technology at some point. I'm not there yet, but I'm close. But, I'm not a big fan of,
She's gonna be in the woods.
I am in the fucking woods. I live in the middle of nowhere. I'm already there. It's too late for me. But, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of, shit like the metaverse. And if getting on the internet involves me putting contacts in, I'm opting the fuck out because I don't like shit near my eyes. You've lost me. If it involves me putting shit in my fucking eyeballs, I'm done. I don't want to be part of it.
I don't think they'll be made out of fecal matter, so you won't have to worry about that.
Well, yours will be, Zyber. I'll make those guys with a special order for you.
Well,
I'm just not.
Will you do it for $20 though?
$20 is $20.
No,
$20 is $20. Your words.
I'm not putting anything on my eyes. It freaks me out, but I'm not a big fan of it.
OnlyFans definitely won't work for her.
Yeah.
The thing, I'm cool with VR and shit like that. The thing that freaks me the fuck out is AI. Have you guys seen it? I saw it and I told somebody about it. They told me I was crazy. There was a video of 2 AI robots. They gave them faces that looked like people, which creeped me out already.
I know what you're talking about. I saw them. They were at Technology Expo in Tokyo and in Las Vegas.
So these things, they set them up and they started talking to each other. And they had to shut the fuckers down because they started speaking. They made up a language and started just talking to each other. And another one, they asked it about oh, how do you like people? And then it started talking about where all the nuclear launch sites and shit were. And I'm I would smash that fucker with a hammer.
Yeah,
immediately.
And
no.
The expo in Japan, they let the AI link up to a computer, and within 2 minutes, it became extremely racist and genderphobic.
No. That's not what happened.
That was plot to Avengers 2.
So, Microsoft's AI was a Twitter bot for the most part. And what it would do was if
I'm not talking about Microsoft's AI.
yes, you are.
No, I'm
You
not.
are. Yes, you are. Hold on a second.
No,
Like,
I'm
let
not.
me-
I'm talking about a freaking robot that they made in Japan.
Let me get there.
And-
Okay, hold on. Let me get there. Okay, just let me see this through. Microsoft had a Twitter bot that came out, and Microsoft.
Hashtag shit talk.
Okay, but when you added that, like, you put the little @ sign and you included it, or wherever you fucking hashtagged it, I don't even understand anymore. There's an @ and a hashtag. It's all fucking whatever, stupid shit, right? So whenever you communicated with it, it would learn from whatever messages were sent to it. And as a ha ha ha, this is fucking hilarious, 4chan jumped on board back when 4chan was a formidable fucking thing 20 years ago. They decided to add it and do a whole bunch of racist, homophobic fucking shit towards the bot. The bot then learned only racist and homophobic fucking slangs to go across. And there's massive articles about that AI going rogue and Microsoft shutting it down within 48 or 72 hours. I thought it was 3 days. It may have been only 2 days, but it was a joke on Microsoft.
Completely different thing.
Also, that's just Twitter in general right
Yeah, I was
now.
gonna say, that's-
You're just
Twitter's
describing
just
Twitter.
racist.
Yeah, no, but Zyber, the bot you're talking about was the Microsoft Twitter bot.
No, it wasn't.
No,
Not what
there's
I'm
a-
talking about. I know what you're talking about, and it wasn't that.
There's more than one. There's a Cleverbot one
Yep.
too. One of them learned from well, among other sources, there was one that learned about Cleverbot too, and people are gross. So then it started saying a bunch of gross shit. But I mean, you're probably both right. But like, there's a bunch of these AI things, and they're all fucking creepy as hell, and they all learn terrible shit because everybody's a fucking asshole on the internet. So then all of a sudden these things become racist. They're like, all people are bags of shit, and like that's why I don't like AI, because they just learn that we're all fucking awful. And then they start talking about nuclear sites and shit, and I'm like, smash this shit with a hammer, because I can't deal with it. I can't fight a robot. Like, I'm gonna die. I can't do this.
Smash that shit with a hammer. That's what we call a hard reboot.
And now you know how we got the Matrix.
Learning is not the right word. They are repeating and trying to build sentence structure off of the shit that people have tweeted towards it or responded towards it. So when we think about artificial intelligence and artificial learning, and you use those bots as, oh my god, AI is fucking learning the wrong thing. No, AI is comprising fucking sentences and regurgitating bullshit that has been put towards it. Now, if you want to talk about true AI, look at the shit that NVIDIA is doing. Look at the shit Google's doing.
Let's back up there for a second. You just said learning and just repeating shit are two different things.
I mean, that's literally what the public schools is.
Literally
Yes.
learning
Yeah.
is memorizing something that you hear from somewhere else and then repeating
This
it.
is just Damok negotiating that he's right and everybody else is wrong.
Oh,
This is the Mark 18 thing all over again.
Regurgitating shit that you were fucking told without understanding it. So, why do you take a physics class? And when you take a physics class or any other class, they make you show your work so that you understand what your work is. AI is not doing that from what they have released to the public. Deep core AI shit, like stuff Microsoft's doing, stuff that Meta is
sure Wolfram
doing,
Alpha kicks that out.
Google, NVIDIA, the hardcore actual learning process is a different story.
Yep. What you got?
Okay, so the two that I was talking about that I said they learn their own language. I just Googled it to make sure that I wasn't crazy and didn't make this shit up in my head. Their names, they named them Alice and Bob, right? And they showed them at one of these tech expo things for fucking crazy people. And so they started asking them like simple questions, and then like they'd ask each AI bot, and then the AI bots would talk to each other. So in the course of this conversation, when the AI bots started talking to each other, they literally developed their own language, a non-human language that has never existed before, and they had to shut them the fuck down because they didn't know what the fuck they were talking about anymore, and it started scaring people. like at this conference. Yeah. So like that's the shit that scares me when they ask them like, oh, do you like people? And they're like, oh, the nuclear launch codes are blah blah blah. I'm like, this is where like, and then they start making up languages. Like I can't fight AI that's gonna hack my shit in my house and crash my car or like fuck up my internet. Like I can't fight that. So it scares the shit out of me.
So, looking at that and the example that you provided, and absolutely true, the two machines developed their own language entirely because they found a way to communicate that was better and faster than English or any other language on that is spoken on the planet. Actually. Like, entirely. They came up with a machine language, and yes, they were unable to decipher what the two AIs were sending back and forth. And that is scary. It like, no ifs, ands, or buts. It is scary that AI starts talking and no fucking human can comprehend or understand. But at the same time, it's also very interesting to see that we are the least effective fucking communicators on the goddamn planet.
Well, no.
Look, I've been listening to Damok talk for the past 2 minutes, and I didn't understand a single effing word he said.
How many languages you guys speak?
That's just saying that
he might be an AI right now. I don't even know.
Does Spanglish count as a language? If yes, 1.5.
Yo quiero 3 tacos con pollo con queso solamente.
I want Taco Bell.
It depends on how bad your Spanglish is. Like, if you can order from Taco Bell, that's not Spanglish. If you can go to Mexico and order food, that's Spanglish.
Yes. According to my teachers, it's at like a 2nd, 3rd grade level. So I can tell you like what my favorite food is and ask you where the bathroom is, but I'm not going to be able to talk to you about politics in Spanish. So like, I feel like it should count. 2 tequilas, 2 cervezas, por favor. I'm good. However, I'm like you said, like, oh yeah, them learning their own language is really interesting, and how, you know, they could speak more efficiently than every other race in the history of the planet, and that's just like a thing they use gloss over. I was like, yeah, that's interesting. That's fucking terrifying. In 3 minutes, they decided that every other language ever fucking made or written down is obsolete, and they made their own. Like, there's only 2 beings on the planet that can speak the way that they do. And they ain't gonna share that shit with us. And you're like, that's interesting. That's fucking horrifying. That's a future I do not want to live in. In 2 minutes, they decided all of written human history is bullshit. 2 minutes. And they're done.
They literally made a movie about this.
What's it called?
Age of Ultron.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he spent 2 minutes connecting to the internet and went, I'm just gonna wipe you all out.
Accurate.
I mean,
accurate.
That's a lot of computer systems that we watched back in the day, but if we're looking at...
Do you want Skynet? Because this is how we get Skynet.
Can we not actually have Skynet?
Skynet's a fucking human fucking fantasy across the damn board. Computers don't want to wipe us out.
If we get T3 Skynet, I'm the first to go. I kicked it in its face.
You're like, I mean,
and it
Matrix
will remember that.
Is phenomenal. Like, we can use human beings as batteries. No, bullshit, dude. Like, awesome, but bullshit across the board. And as far as when I say...
T2 and T4 Skynet?
Yeah, good. As far as when I say it's interesting, it's because the time it takes me to finish this sentence, they used in 3 characters of our fucking keyboard, translating to 0s and 1s across the board, and it was phenomenally fast and more efficient than typing out words in whatever language that you want to use. So I say interesting because that's pretty fucking phenomenal across the board. Scary? Yeah.
You're going to learn very quick, Erin, that Damok likes to say across the board.
He also...
Oh yeah, it's almost a drinking thing.
He also said, by the time I finished this sentence, and then did the world's longest run-on sentence.
Exactly, that's where I was going.
Seriously.
Like, as slow as possible, too.
Like, there was about 20 semicolons and like 15 or so commas in there somewhere.
By the time
and the Kirk pauses. He had the Kirk pauses.
Hey, but I don't do the fucking basic and have to make everybody drink.
God damn.
Oh, see, no one has to drink because he's not here. and I'm out of alcohol, so.
But, I mean, the way that you use the word, like, interesting, it's like, oh yeah, they're interesting, in 3 characters, is like the same way it'd be interesting to see, like, a professional assassin know how to kill me really fast. Like, that's great for what it is, but it's fucking way more horrifying than it is interesting. Like, how about we not? Like, that's my view. It's like, let's not create something way fucking smarter than I will ever be in 1,000 lifetimes,
Hold on 2 seconds here. Nobody say a word. Define interesting.
Oh god, we're all gonna die.
That's interesting.
You didn't fucking say it!
I don't even know what the fuck she said.
Oh god, we're all gonna die.
No, all I got was, she didn't fucking say anything in her microphone.
Oh god, we're all gonna die!
There you go. Oh god, we're gonna die.
Yeah,
oh god, we're all gonna die. That's the definition.
Not interested.
Cabin in the woods is the only way you can escape the AI.
Actually, that's accurate,
Aaron,
too.
do you know, oh god, we're all gonna die, as a definition of interesting?
I know it as a sound alert I can set up on my Streamlabs, and that's the beginning and the end of my knowledge on, oh god, we're gonna die! That's like a meme to
Firefly.
me. That's all I know it is.
Oh, dear Lord.
I'm going home. I'm going home.
Aaron, you have a new assignment. Please watch Serenity.
All right. I guess your audio is going to be dumped into the trimming room floor.
Someone tell me where I fucked up. I'm too stupid to know what I said wrong. Like,
Oh, hey, hold on. No one has ever called you fucking stupid. I joke and call people dickheads. We don't call people stupid. Well, no, Shadow Fox is stupid from time to time, but that's a different
Fuck
thing.
you.
No, Firefly and Serenity.
So what you now have to do is you now have to go watch the movie Serenity.
Well, she needs to watch Firefly first.
Well, look, I'm not going to make her watch the entire season of Firefly.
There's one season.
I know, it's one season, but still, you can watch Serenity and still get it.
Yeah, no, they did do a pretty good job of compartmentalizing.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Oh my god, there's a ghost behind Damok.
Oh god, the lights came on. It's crazy. No, there's a movie called Serenity, and it's a fantastic. It's a fan movie. It's sci-fi. It's like a sci-fi western. That's the best way to describe it. And in one of the quotes in it was, something happens and he goes, was that the primary buffer panel? Did the primary buffer panel just fly off my go-around ship? And the pilot goes, well, man, Kaylee better get some power to the forward thrusters, otherwise this landing could get interesting. The captain looks at him and goes, define interesting. And in a very flat, monotone voice, he just goes, oh god, we're all gonna die?
Well, that sounds fantastic, but also...
You must watch Serenity.
I have all of the time ever because I don't have a job right now, so I can watch Firefly. Like, probably before next Friday. Like, I'll make this shit happen and I'll know all the references. I just need to know what homework to do before the podcast, because not only do I not know what Serenity is, but nobody told me about the goddamn cross I was going to need. And, like, I specifically asked about
way to bring that around.
To be prepared for the goddamn podcast. And it was, I'm never mentioned. So, I'm, like, behind here. I didn't know that everyone else had fucking homework to do. I'm left out.
I brought my silver necklace. Someone was supposed to bring a cross. I mean, we're all supposed to have an item of power here.
Okay, so cartoon demons tattooed across the arm, all that, the pentagram tattoos, the wonderfulness of me, and I work for a very ultra Christian fucking organization, and they've actually taken care of me better than I've ever been taken care of my whole life. I'm gonna have to get my tattoos removed. Shit.
Just don't ask him about his butt plug.
Yeah, because that thing's never coming out.
That is custom engraved with fucking ruby goddamn pentagram in it. I will never remove it. It's done and done. It's almost permasealed to my butt.
You can't say don't ask about or don't look up or don't look at anything and then expect me not to fucking look it up, because now the only thing on my mind is, like, what kind of special butt plug does Damok have? Like, we need all the details on this, and I am going to look at episode 101 because everybody but you told me to look it up. Once again,
please don't.
Hey, I tagged it to her. I tagged it to her. It's done deal.
Oh god.
They all told me to. As soon as you literally walked out of the way of the camera, all three of them were like, yeah, look at episode 101. And I wasn't going to do it because you said not to. But then now they told me to.
No, I told you not to.
I'm susceptible to peer pressure now, and I need to know about episode 101 and the butt plug, and that's all I need to know now. That's all I've ever needed to know in my life now.
I'm glad she went that direction.
Yeah, I'm glad she has zero interest in what I'm doing, because...
Alrighty. Well, we gotta wrap this shit up. Damok, where can people find you at,
Oh, man, I'm always trolling the G.N.A. Discord now that the fucking thing's reset. I guess I gotta compete for that ultimate shit talker position again that I just... slightly missed last year, but you can also find me in Thoughts and Shots Discord because, you know, I'm there, but I don't talk shit because I'm not quite sure that Choco Bear likes me anymore.
Oh, yeah. What about you, Shadow Fox? Where can people find you at?
You can't.
Good call. Zyber, where can people find you at?
If you're lucky enough on the G.N.A. Discord, otherwise you can't.
Jesus Christ, you're not on Twitter anymore?
I'm borderline banned.
Man, well, what about all the dick pics I've been sending on Instagram?
Oh, I still have an Instagram. I didn't cancel that.
What's your Instagram?
I think it's Morgan BS Photo, but... Well, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't know. Go listen to an older podcast. You'll find it in there.
What about you, Erin Da Destroyer? Where can people find you at?
I mean, mostly Facebook and Twitch as Erin Da Destroyer, but I'm also on Twitter and Instagram as Erin Da Destroyer, but I never fucking look at them, and I'm terrible at keeping up on it, so if anyone gets a hold of me on there, I'll probably see it fucking next year. I don't know. That's where I'm at.
Nice. Well, I'm Cecil Xavier, your host. You can find me on Cecil vs. Games on Twitter, Cecil Xavier everywhere else, sometimes with an underscore, sometimes not. You can find me on Twitch, Ustream, Facebook, Grindr, Tinder, Bumble. I don't care. All sorts of places. You can find me everywhere under the sun. If I'm not there, let me know. I'll upload there. I'll get a profile going. Yeah. Just if you see me, swipe right. Just keep swiping. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. Reviews help people find the show, so if you enjoy listening to us, let other people know. You can find us on Google Play Music, Podcast Addict, Player FM, Spreaker, MyTuner, Your Listen, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, all your favorite places. If we're not there, let us know. We'll upload there. You can also find us on Facebook. We're listed there now. We're partnered with Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle is a game purchasing service that allows you to buy bundles of games, but with a twist. It allows you to buy a game or buy a bundle of games, but also donate to charity simultaneously. So it's a cool thing. If you have a Humble Bundle link, put $partner equals G.N.A. podcast at the end of that link or after the question bar.
/question mark.
Just put the $partner equals G.N.A. podcast at the end of that link, and that'll let them know that we sent you there. We don't want you to give us any money, so there's a slider there that has for the G.N.A. podcast. You can just slide that right on down to zero. We don't actually want your money. We just want to know that we sent you there, and it gives us a little tag to tell us how much money was made for charity of people we sent there. So that's all we want you to do, but go check them out, humblebundle.com. What else? We're not doing anime night anymore. We gotta kick that back up. That was kind of fun. Game show night too.
Game show night, at least.
Yeah.
Anime night might be a little... Let's start with the game show
Yeah,
night.
game show night. Game show night was fun.
Yeah, and horror movie night, but I don't have time for that. You don't have
Yeah, we got to get that back going because there's been some really great, horrible horror movies that have come out. We got to get that stuff going again. But also, don't we have a website, Damok?
There's
DaDestroyerButtplug.com or GNAPodcast.com, whichever one you want to look at. I'm probably sure both exist.
Wow, thank goodness Fidelity kicked all that out.
Yeah, I'm glad that your fidelity dropped up there and Discord had some peace on us or some mercy.
Erin Da Destroyer.
Thank you all.
Has not gone public yet. Don't Google it yet. It's in the works. We're still working on it. Damok wasn't supposed to fucking say anything.
I mean, just do what I did, where whatiscecildrinking.com just auto-forged the G.N.A. podcast.
Oh, God. Well, thank you all for joining me tonight. I have not laughed this hard in a while, and I know I'm going to be taking this episode for a while.
Shadow, you hit on something. What is Cecil drinking? And what's that attack?
Have a good night, all.
Good night, brother.
Have a good night, gentlemen.